guess not.
All right, everybody. We got Isaac Jack and Enoch Cheeks coming off Dayton high 23 points. No,
Yeah.
Enoch, how about that one? I mean, a great start, but they came back with bench.
To sum it up, we came out with great focus. I think like towards the end of the game, we just started, we started to worry about other things and I'm not really focusing on what we need to focus. And then that's what happens when, you just lose focus. So.
Isaac, how did you feel your first appearance on the team?
It was good. I've been working all year with these guys all summer and stuff, so it was just good to finally be out there.
The emotion of Saturday, how difficult or was it not difficult at all for you to move past Saturday and focus on night, especially those first couple of minutes?
I don't think it was that difficult. Once we get a dub or a loss or something like that, we try to have a short-term memory and try to move on to the next thing. So,
for me, it was I was obviously out for Saturday, so just my opportunity if I got any tonight was just go out there and go as hard as I can and do whatever I can to help the team win.
Tonight you guys were kind of in the boat that Northwestern was on Saturday, playing as a team that had to lead. Ball State kind of came in. What was the message then? How was this game a little bit different from the style of play for you guys from Saturday? If at all.
I don't think it was different. We wanted to push the tempo. We wanted to run our sets and things like that. Defensively, it was different because Northwestern was kind of a slow-paced team. This team was kind of they had guards who wanted to get downhill, who wanted to push the pace and things like that. So, it was something that we had to adjust to quick.
I think you have kind of a connection with Malachi a little bit, right? He looks for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's developed what?
I think that's just developed over just the last couple of years. We've always had a good bond. We've always got along well, and I trust him. And I think he trusts me. So I think it just helps lead to the court.
When they cut it to 5, anything said, to get you guys going against, keep your points at that point?
Yeah, there was a lot of things said in the huddle. Just to there was some words exchanged, just trying to figure out what's the problem and things like that. Words of encouragement, obviously, but we know what we need to work on, what the focus was, and just try and get back to the key points that coach made and try to just go back to that.
I think when they sent you in with any instructions or what? Just kind of picked it up and lifted it a notch.
No real instructions. I mean, I just know whenever I go out there, just do what I can, play as hard as I can, and that's what I did, and it happened to work. So, yeah, no real instruction.
Was it tough missing the first 2 games, especially tough missing the first 2 games, especially the Northwestern game?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, we played them last year, so there's that little bit of, I'd say, rivalry, just wanting to get back, and just being out in general. I mean, we work all year and everything just for this moment, so it was a little rough, but I stayed positive, helped cheer my team on, and knew I was going to be back soon.
What was your injury? How did you get hurt?
Just I don't even know. It was unlucky during practice. It was all good.
Last week, in the weeks before your teammates talked very highly of you, talked about maybe you being an underrated player, piece of this team going into the season. How have you felt about your role and kind of taking a little leadership role and obviously, having a career high day for 23 points tonight?
I'm just keep on playing. I'm just really just playing basketball. I'm not looking too deep into it. Obviously, I take the leadership role, very important. Try to lead by example. Try to give guys, positive words and things like that. But mostly try to lead by example. But it's something that I embrace for sure.
Was last year an adjustment for you? Kind of the focal point of Robert Morris coming over here to the focal point. Was that an adjustment for you? And you feel like you have that mindset this year that you had maybe 2 years ago?
It was definitely something I had to adjust to, playing with a high level player like that. Obviously, our offense ran through him. So I just knew that I had to use different skills in my skill set, to stay on the floor and help the team win. and I was okay with that. First couple of games, obviously, it was a little frustrating, but Coach AG or somebody who told me, these are my intangibles and things I can do to help the team win. And I was like, if that's what gets us to March Madness, if that's what gets us, ranked or winning games, that's something I'm gonna do. And same thing with this year, like whatever I'm asked to do, I'm gonna do whatever. Scoring, rebounding, playing defense is whatever I'm called up to do. I'll try to make sure I do it. No, I'm not. I'm not searching for more shots. I just again, I just think I'm just playing. Really, if it's there, I'm gonna take it. If I got a shot, if my teammate got a better shot, I'm gonna give him the shot. So I trust these guys in the team. They trust me to make shots and then get them the ball and just make plays for the team. So
Neither of you guys really played with Maui last year, certainly this season. He's had 3 really strong games.
Mhm.
What are you seeing out of him this year?
I think just kind of what we all expected. He had first good couple years, but kind of like we all expected. We all know we can hoop. We all know he can help us win, play defense. So it's kind of just what we expected.
yeah, I'll say the same thing. Got a couple flashes last year. Before the I think Barcelona tour. I think he was getting back. I seen what he was capable of, but I didn't see too much of it. Even in that 7 minutes that he played, he was he was really good. So just being able to see him come out here and just play like all the guys is amazing to see.
Do you feel like there's a certain pride factor, obviously, you guys want to win games, but keeping this kind of undefeated starter, at least a really strong start for you guys, as this team is still very new, group, trying to mesh, but I mean, it's still important. You guys want to defend home court and get the wins. How much are you guys kind of looking at that part?
It's a big thing to us. Like that was one of our goals that we set. Try to go undefeated at home, give us the best opportunity, best chance to play in March Madness and for seeding. So that's very important to us.
As you how you stay tuned in, you got Zed and the French kid and I don't know, you just,
Frenchie.
French, you just kind of stay ready, or whenever they call you, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think you just said it best. Just stay ready. I don't know if I'm gonna go out and get 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 5 minutes. Either way, I'll just know whatever opportunity I get, do the best I can, and help the team win.
Got a new tattoo?
Yeah, over this last couple summer.
Yeah, what is it?
Show him.
Look, it's just a thing of home. A bunch of
Looks
stuff
like
from
a bunch
home.
of trees.
Yeah, that's a part of it. Mountain, some stuff from my family where I grew up and stuff. So
Is it part one of your, is it unfinished or?
yeah. Unfinished so far. Hopefully get there next summer.
Feels like you guys are getting into a rhythm with the schedule of Wednesday, Saturday. Same thing coming up again for Capital. Is it kind of helping you guys that it just seems like so far your schedule is kind of so set in the days that are happening?
Honestly,
I didn't know.
I didn't know it was set up like that. I was just going out there play. They say we got a game today. Just going on and go play. So, but not. You think so?
No, I was gonna say the same thing. I had no idea that it was.
Just the way it is right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even
It'll switch up
notice.
soon.
No.
Yeah, maybe, probably not.
I think they asked, the same thing. I mean, you came here from another program and you played a lot there. I mean, you had some big games there, and so was it an adjustment for you to come off the bench then, things like that?
An adjustment, I guess. I don't really look at it like that. I just think of it kind of what I mentioned before, just always staying ready. Whatever's gonna help the team win the bet, or whatever's gonna help the team win. Whether it's me playing a lot or a little, I trust the coaching staff and I coach what they have to do. So just kind of staying ready and whatever it takes. Then
Anything else? Thanks, fellas. Good
Yeah.
job.
Thank you, guys.
thank you.
Maybe you and I should lobby for Ohio.
I didn't play them here.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played them. I don't know if that's it.
Really odd guy out of us.
That's really.
Two Bobcats.
From
When?
Yeah.
I probably wishes he was on there. Or wishes Dayton went. So the money is, you gotta maybe football. Yeah, maybe football. Yeah. Maybe basketball, like make the U.S. Dayton. They probably.
Yeah.
No. Not right enough. Not for a long time.
Yeah, mine must be the most I looked tonight.
Yeah.
Dayton might be able to go to state.
Google doesn't even show their logo.
Maybe the date in September.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're dating in September and early October.
Great start.
The last 3 weeks, I don't know. I was looking, 16 points they gave up, that's the most they've given up. I don't know, their defense is nothing wrong.
It's when, that's when Google, it just puts a shield on it. There you go. It's like these ones.
They would have had that.
Yeah, the Raiders.
Yeah.
That's see him.
Some random guy. Obviously lost tonight.
I wonder what
I don't know
he
what the line was. Well, they were.
I know that because the guy next to me, obviously.
We're 16 and a half.
Marty was
He can't be mad at me.
They were 20 at one point in the first half.
That's a lot of people with that, bro.
So I'm not doing
We're getting. I mean, even if we were in the locker room and knew everything that was
You go on Sunday now? It wasn't nasty weather, we got to go in the morning. Yeah.
Well, basketball is always going to be a 40-minute game, and that's one thing I think the lesson for our guys today, we talked about it at the half, being up 20, going into the last 4 minutes, understood that, we needed to try to get the momentum going into the to the second half, they were able to make a few plays, cut it to 15, and that's momentum. It's a funny thing. You almost felt like they were comfortable with where the game was, and so we talked about, hey, this is going to be, they're going to make a run, right? And we have to be able to answer those runs. And sure enough, that's the way the game went. They made the run, cut it to 6 or 8, and to our guys' credit, we responded. We were able to get stops. We were able to get out and make plays, build the lead back, and then obviously, to their credit, they continued to play. They've got some dynamic guys. They did some things in the second half that we hadn't seen that we'll learn from. We'll be better from. We'll watch the film. We'll see where we need to make some adjustments on the defensive end. Offensively, I thought we were good in spurts, and then we got a little sloppy. Second half, I thought early we were sloppy. We turned the ball over, but then we were able to get that corrected. So 3 games into it, I look at it as what we want to be able to do is we want to be able to win and learn and use every game to try to make us better, right? And so I think this is one of those games where we'll be able to learn and get better. And the stretch that we have coming up, we've got a quick turnaround for a game Saturday. We'll play next week. And then after that, it's 3 straight games, right? And so this is a critical time for us as a team to keep focused on. We have to get better. We have to continue to improve. But to do that at 3-0, that's a good thing.
What did you think of Isaac's performance in his first game?
Yeah, I thought Isaac did a really good job. Isaac, with his size and physicality, is a valuable piece to what we do. Zed got in foul trouble tonight, and so Isaac was able to come in and fill that void for us. And that's what you want to see out of a veteran, and out of a guy that's been in the program and he understands what these type of situations call for. He was the beneficiary tonight of some of the guards being able to make plays for him from an offensive standpoint. But I thought his impact was bigger than just the scoring. And I know a lot of times that gets a lot of credit, but I thought he was able to shore up some things for us with his physicality and size.
For you guys coming in for this game, it was almost like roles reversed from the Northwestern. You guys were in the place of the Wildcats with the lead. Ball State was coming back. Is it beneficial, you think, for these guys to have a game where they experience both sides? Is that something that you?
Yeah. I think there's always 2 sides to the coin. You got to be able to handle adversity, and you got to be able to handle prosperity, right? And most people just think, it's just the adversity. No, it's the prosperity. That's hard, right? That's difficult. We went up 20 early in the first half. You look across the country. I just sometimes at night I'm not watching games, but I'll see scores. And I'll see, okay, this is happening right now. And then all of a sudden you look up, oh, it's a close game, right? And then, some teams recover from that and they win big. And sometimes you look at it and it's like, okay, all right, they were able to survive, but it was close. That's everywhere. That's not unique to Dayton. That's everywhere, right? And so these are all teachable moments. Like I say, you want to be able to win and learn.
The fact that they did not have a field goal for 12 minutes, did you notice anything special extra from your defense in that?
No, I just tell you, I was concerned because I knew they're a good team. I knew they're a team that could score the ball. Kid number 1, watching him on film, he's as good as advertised. He's really, really good. He can score at 3 levels. He's a talented player. They had multiple guys. When you look at, their first game, they didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but I think they're like almost half of their shots were from the 3-point line. They were getting to the free throw line at a high clip. They were able to get to the basket at a high clip. And so coming into the game, we felt like we had to have an emphasis on preventing them from doing that. In the first half, we were able to take away a lot of the things that they did. They made adjustments in the second half and went to some actions that we hadn't seen. They were able to get to the free throw line. Uncharacteristic for us, we fouled a lot of guys in the act of shooting tonight. That's not something we do, right? And we're typically more disciplined than that. And so, credit to them, but also learning lesson for us in terms of our defensive discipline, right? We allowed them to get some extra opportunities that they shouldn't have gotten had we just been more disciplined on the defensive end. So I guess to answer your question, I wasn't, looking at it, I felt like, okay, at some point, the game of basketball is going to even out, and they're going to start to have some success. We didn't. Some of it was them, some of it was us, the success they had in the second half. We'll go back and look at the film and see which part of it we could have been better at, and hopefully we can learn from that and move forward.
Third straight strong game from Malachi. Are you surprised at all by how well he's playing after missing a whole season, or is this what you saw in the offseason?
I look at the game differently. I'm more interested in how our team is playing, how our team's performing. I think Malachi is doing a really good job of running our team and taking advantage of what the other team is game plan is. I look at the stat sheet, and 10 assists tonight to 1 turnover is outstanding, and so that credit goes to him. That credit goes to his teammates in terms of execution and being able to do the things that put us in position to have success.
What is set key to this group? It seems like a lot of fire, that big body presence that we have.
Yeah. Again, Zed is a veteran. He's been around the game. And I think, we're still learning him. We're still learning him, and he's still learning us. But I think the energy, the physicality, I think that's been on display, so far this early in the season.
How do you approach Saturday's game? Same as any other game, even though it's a Division III opponent, as we saw tonight?
Yeah, I mean, my whole interest, how can we get better? It's like really, you prepare for your opponent, but it's more about you, right? What are you doing, and how can you become the best version of yourself? And I'm still learning. I'm still learning our group. I'm still learning, what combinations work the best, how we can maximize, the talent that we have all the way through the team, right? And so we're not there 3 games into it yet, right? And I think there's more that we can do, and we just got to try to figure that out. So Saturday being another opportunity to do that.
I visited Damon obviously the other day. He said you guys got together last summer.
Yeah.
Spent some time together.
Yeah, it was great.
It
It was great, man. I mean, Damon's, a guy that I've known most of my life, and he and his wife and his kids. So we were able to spend some time just away from basketball, and he was kind enough to invite my wife and I up to a place that he has. So yeah, he's a good friend, great man, and he's done a great job where he's at.
Excited about the 2 recruits you guys signed today.
Yeah. So looking forward to getting those guys in the fold. Both of them are kids, I think, that really fit the way we play. Jaron's a guy that, his dad was a heck of a player, and so he's been around the game his whole life, watching his dad, or just growing up, watching his dad coach. He's been playing, for a long time, and he's got a high IQ, a really good feel for the game. And so I think he'll be a great addition for us. And then Damon, has had an outstanding high school career here in the state, won the state championship last year. He was going to be a part of helping them do that. And, with his size and skill set, he brings the versatility to us. And so I think both of those guys will be great fits for us.
Anything stick out to you this recruiting cycle that you hadn't seen in a long time or hadn't seen at all before when you were talking about either of the 2 players?
No, I mean, it's different. It evolved. The game's evolved. It's a lot different than it was, 3-4 years ago, just in terms of the things that you talk about in terms of kids, the opportunities that they'll have coming to you. It's different, but at the end of the day, these guys, they want to be coached. They want to be developed. They want to be in an environment where they fit, the culture and the character of your group. And I think we found that with both of these guys.
Isaac came here from Buffalo, where he played a lot of minutes and had some big games. He came in here and he's part of a puzzle.
Yeah.
Did he understand that right away, or you have to?
Yeah. I think Isaac, yeah, he understood it, accepted it, and embraced it. I think that's the mark of a really great teammate, right? And a guy that's got a chance to be a really good player, that you believe in your role, right? You embrace it, and then you try to star in it, right? And so, you know, Isaac checks all the boxes, and he has from day one since he stepped on campus.
Anything else?
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.